Hello, my dear students. How are you? Welcome to Mehdi English School. Myself, Nilofer Miss, and my subject is mathematics. So, students, as we always start our lecture with the quote, so here today we also start our lecture with the quote. Whenever you want to remember something, so whenever you read it 10 times, then and only then you can remember. Whenever you speak it 10 times, then you can remember. But whenever you write it 2 times, you can easily remember. So if you want to learn something, just write it 2 times, you will be remember it the whole week also. So 2 times writing is equal to reading it 10 times. Whenever you are reading 10 times, at that time you are going to able to remember it. But whenever you are writing 2 times the things, you are easily remembering the things. So always start writing. If you want to learn something, if you want to remember something for the exams, just write the things, the syllabus 2 times, you will be easily learn and remember the things. So here the table concept is also based this what that when if you want to remember the tables, just read it 10 times, then you can easily remember it. You can speak it 10 times, you can remember it easily. But if you are writing the table 2 times, you will be easily remember the tables. And as you know, I told you since the chapter 7 is we are starting that please remember the tables. If you are not try to remember the tables, this chapter is useless for you. You are not able to solve the multiplication sums, because this chapter is totally based off the multiplication. Without multiplication, without tables, you are not going to solve the multiplication sums. So I request to you all that please learn and write the tables, so you will be easily understood this chapter and the sums. So please learn and write the tables. Now let's continue this chapter number 7, multiplication. We are continue this chapter here, and as you know that we always revise the previous topic. So if there is a doubt regarding the chapter, so it will be solved in the today's lecture. So let's start the previous topic first. Let's revise the previous topic first, then we will move to the today's topic. So let's see the revision of the previous topic. What was the previous topic? The previous topic was problem solving. So let's start revising the problem solving topic here. So let's start this. How many legs 5 dogs have? What is the question here? How many legs? So how many legs 1 dog have? This is the main question. This is the logic in the multiplication sums, that how many legs do 5 dogs at. But we have to think about it, that how many legs the 1 dog has. This is the logic in this question. We have to find out that particular number. Here is I am writing 4, but this number 4, from where this number 4 comes, do you know? Yes, because 1 dog has 4 legs. Have you seen the dogs? Yes, you all seen the dogs. So 1 dog has 4 legs. So that's why I am writing 4 here. 1 dog has 4 legs, and we have to count the legs of the 5 dogs. This is the 5 dogs and total legs of all the dogs of the 5 dogs. That's why I am writing 5 here. Total 5 dogs and 1 dog has 4 legs. So if you are remembering the tables, 4 5s, we have to just say the table 4 5s. So we can get the answer easily. 4 5s 20. And this way we can write each dog has 4 legs. This thing is very important, that each dog has 4 legs. Now 4 5s are 20. So this way we can write down the answers 20, and the final answer we can write down this: 5 dogs have 20 legs. And you also have to write down this, that 5 dogs has 20 legs. The logic is that you have to count each dog has 4 legs. This note is very important, and this is the main logic of this sum, that we have to count that how many legs does the one dog have. That is the main thing here. So this sum is now solved. Let's move to the next sum. Here is, there are 5 pens in a pack. How many pens in a pack? 5 pens. And how many pens in a 6 packs? So total there are 5 pens in one pack, and there are 6 packs are there. I am writing 6 here because there are 6 packs. Total there are 6 packs, and each pack have 5 pens in it. So each pack has 5 pens. There are total 6 packs, and each pack has the 5 pens. So we have to say the table 5 6 are, and you also speak the table of 6 6 5s are. Both the answers you will get the same answer. 6 5s are 30, and 5 6 are is also a 30. So we can write down the answer this way. How many total pens? So 6 pack have 30 pens. This is the answer. 6 packs have 30 pens. So this way we can solve this types of word problem sum. Next sum is, how many socks are there in 8 pairs? You can see the socks here. I am moving the red dot around it. This is the socks pair. Pair, what do you mean by pair? Pair means 2. This is the one pair. You can call it, this is the one pair of socks. One pair, it means 2 socks. You can see this. Here is the 2 socks. It means one pair. So there are 8 pairs, and each pair has 2 socks. Here is 8 pairs. So that's why I am writing 2. And pair, it means 2. Here you can see the 2 socks. So one pair has 2 socks. So that's why I am writing 2 here. So 2 8s are 16, and 8 2s are is also a 16. So we can write down the answer this way. 8 2s are 16. And there are 16 socks. How many socks are there? There are 16 socks. So this way we can solve these types of multiplication word problem. And just keep this in your mind. This pairs, it means 2. Here is you have to find the logic in all the sums. Here the logic is pairs. Pairs, it means 2. You have to find out that what is the meaning of the pairs. Pairs means 2. So here is the another digit, but in the words, this number is a hide in the words. Pairs means 2. So I am writing 2 here. Let's see the next one. I have buy 8 packs of peanut butter cups. How many packs I bought? 8 packs, and each pack has 3 cups. There are 8 packs, and each pack has 3 cups. How many cups are there in total? So I buy the 8 packs. So I write 8 here, and there are 3 cups in each pack. So I am writing 3 here. You can see this. Each pack has 3 packs of peanut butter. So 3 8s are 24, and 8 3s is also a 24. So this way we can solve the word problem. There are 24 packs of peanut butter are there. This way we can solve the multiplication problem sums. Next one, exercise 7b, problem solving. Let's solve the exercise 7b, problem solving. Here is the question. Solve the following word problem using multiplication. You have to note down the sums into your fair book. This is your textbook exercise, okay? Now, so this is the heading, and this is the compulsory for you all, that write down the heading. Solve the following word problem using multiplication. Here is the question. We have to read the question first. There are 2 floats in the Republic Day. I will show you the floats. What is the meaning of it? There are 2 floats in the Republic Day parade with 5 children on each float. Just notice this each word. Whenever you find each word in the word problem, just understood this is the multiplication sums. This is a sign, this is the keyword of the multiplication sum. Which word? Each. Here is the word, you can see this is the each, and it means this sum is the multiplication sum. Okay, let's come to this point. There are 2 floats in the Republic Day parade with 5 children on each float. How many children in all? So there are 2 floats. So that's why I am writing 2 here. And how many children on each float? 5 children on each float. So that's why I am writing 5 here. So 5 2s are 10 and 2 5s are 10. So we can write down the answer this way. 2 5s are 10, and we can write down the answer in the sentence form. There are 10 children in all. How many children in all? The last sentence of the question. How many children in all? So we can write down the answer in the sentence form, that there are 10 children in all. So this way we have to write down the answer in the sentence form also. Now let me show you the float with the children so you can easily understood. Here is the float with the children. You can see this is the float and children are sitting on it. This is the float. Now hope you can understood what is the meaning of float and how children can sit on the float. This is the picture of the float. Now the next question. There are 10 rows of horses in the parade. I hope that you are knowing the meaning of the parade. There are 10 rows of horses in the parade. Each row has 5 horses. How many horses are in the parade? So first of all, find some numerical information in the question. So here is 10. I am finding this 10. So I am writing 10. But here is the each word. As I told you in the previous topic, in the previous sum, that whenever you find the each word in the question, just understood this is the multiplication sum. Now here I am finding the 10, and how many horses in the each row? So here is 5. There are 5 rows in the each, 5 horses in the each row. So that's why I am writing 5. Now you can count this sum, 10 5s and 5 10s. In the both situation you will get the same answer. In the both the situation you will get the same answer. 10 5s is equal to 50, 5 10s is equal to 50. So this way we have to write down the answer. 5 10s 50, and we can write down the answer. There are 50 horses in the parade. How many horses are in the parade? So we can write down the answer in the sentence form this way. There are 50 horses in the parade. So I'll show you the picture of the row. You can see this is the row 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 rows in the picture, and you can see the column. This is the column and this is the row. Some horses are standing in the row. This way you can see in the picture that horses are in the parade with the rows. So hope you can understood what is the parade and how they can stand in the row. So this way that horses can stand in the row. Let's see the next question. 5 pairs of planes were flying in the sky during the parade. I repeat this. 5 pairs of planes were flying in the sky during the parade. How many planes in all? So here is the 5 pairs. What is the meaning of this 5? So I am writing 5. There are some logic in this sum. 5 and I am writing 5. But what is the meaning of pair? I just explain you before 2 or 3 sums. Pairs, it means 2. So I am writing 2 here. Whenever you find the word pairs, you have to understood this. Pairs, it means 2. So 5 pairs, it means 5 multiplied by 2. 5 twos are or 2 fives are. In both the situation you will get the same answer. So 2 fives are 10 and you can write down the answer in the sentence form. How many planes in all? See the last sentence. How many planes in all? So you can write down the answer. There are 10 planes in the parade. You can write down the answer in the sentence form. There are 10 planes in the parade. So here is the planes are parade on the sky. You can see this way planes doing the parade. So I hope that you can understood how they can doing the parade. Now the next one, sum number D. There were 3 floats with 10 dancers on each float. Here again we found the word each. How many dancers in all? So first of all here I am finding the 2 numerical information. First is a 10 and then 3. So if you are multiplying 3 with 10, 3 tens are 30 and 10 threes are is also a 13. You will get the same answer. So we are writing the 30. 10 threes are 30. And we can write down the answer. There are 30 dancers in the parade. This way we can write down the answer in the sentence form. There are 30 dancers in parade. And you also have to write down these sums into your fair book. Here is some dancers, some picture of the dancers I will show you. Here is the picture. Hope you like this and understood what is the meaning of the dancers. Now the today's topic is read the problem and decide whether they can be solved with multiplication or addition. Now there are some word problems are there and after reading the questions we have to decide this sums is of multiplication or of addition. We have to decide after reading the questions. So let's see some examples of it. Here is Noah had 12 books. You have to read with carefully. Noah had 12 books. He got 5 more books. He have 12 books and he got 5 more books. How many books did Neha have in all? In all, this is the keyword of addition. So we have to do addition with this sum. So first of all, total 12 books he have and 5 more books he got. So we have to add 12 numbers into the 5 numbers. So let's add the ones column first. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7 and 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. And here I am showing the picture of the books. Here is the books. Now how we can write down the answer? That Noah have 17 books in all. Just see the last sentence. How many books did Noah have in all? So we can write down the answer in the sentence form. Noah have 17 books in all. So this is the very easy. We already had done this types of problem solving sum. So now you are able to solve these types of sum by yourself. Let's see the next example. An insect has 6 legs. An insect has 6 legs. How many legs do 3 insects have? So total there are 3 insects. So I am write down the 3 insects. But the one insect has 6 legs. Here you can count the legs of the insect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here the one insect has 6 legs and there are 3 insects are there, so we have to count the total legs of the 3 insects. So I am writing 3. Total there are 3 insects and one insect has 6 legs. So we can multiply 6 with the 3. 6 3s is equal to 18 and 3 6s is equal to 18. So we can write down the answer 18 this way. And in the sentence form we also have to write down the answer that Noah have 17 books in all. So this way we can write down the answer that 3 insects have 18 legs. This way we have to write down the sentence form answer in the sentence form. Let's see the next one. Let's read the question first. Neha had 5 toy cars. I repeat this, Neha had 5 toy cars. He got 8 more toy cars. He got 8 more toy cars than the 5. How many toy cars did Neha have in all? In all indicates the addition. So we can add 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. So we can write down the answer this way. Neha have how many toy cars? Neha have 13 toy cars in all. How many total toy cars have the Neha? So I will show you the picture of the some toy cars. I think you like this toy cars. Did you like this? Yes, nice na. These all are the toy cars. I hope you can like these toy cars. Next one. How many legs do 5 table have? So here some logic in the question. So first of all we have to think about it that 5 table have. So I am writing 5. But how many one table have the legs? How many legs the one table have? Just count the legs of the one table. 1, 2, 3 and 4. One table have 4 legs. That's why I am writing 4 here. This is the table and one table have 4 legs and these types of 5 tables are there. So 5 4s or 4 5s. You will get the answer 20. So we can write down the answer in the sentence form that table have 20 legs. 5 table has 20 legs. This way we can write down the answer in the sentence form. Hope you are understanding this. Now the next example for you. Maria collected 11 feathers. What? I will show you the picture of the feathers after solving this sum. Maria collected 11 feathers. Then she found 3 more feathers. How many feathers did Maria have in all? Here is again in all. In all indicates the addition. So first of all she found the 11 and then she found 3. So we have to add 11 plus 3. In the ones column 1 plus 3 is equal to 4 and in the tens column 1. So how many feathers did Maria have in all? So we can write down the answer in the sentence form. Maria have 14 feathers in all. I will show you the picture of some different types of feathers. You can see this is some different feathers. I hope you like these feathers. Different feathers are there. So this is the picture of the feathers. Now let's start the question number 2 of the textbook. Here is the heading of the textbook, question number 2. Read the problem and decide whether they can be solved with multiplication or addition. After reading the question, we have to decide this is the addition sum or multiplication sum. So let's start this textbook exercise and you have to write down this textbook exercise into your fair book. Now here is the question that Arun has put stamps on 3 pages of his stamp album. I am just before in the word problem topic. I was shown you the some stamps image. Hope you remember this. But if you are not remember the stamps image, I will show you again after solving this sum. So let's read this question first. Arun has put stamps on 3 pages of his stamps album. Arun has the stamps album and he put 3 pages of the stamps. Each page hold 10 stamps. There are 3 pages of the album hold the stamps and each page has 10 stamps. How many stamps has Arun put into his album? So as I told you before that whenever you find this each word, it means this is the multiplication sum. Whenever you find this each word, it means this is the multiplication. So 3 tens are 30 or 10 threes are is also a 30. So we can write down the answer 30. And in the sentence form we also have to write down the answer. Arun has put 30 stamps into his album. You have to write down these answers into your fair book. Arun has put 30 stamps into his album, and I will show you the stamps album. Here is some image of the stamps in the album. How you can just stick the stamps into the album. This is the album stamps. Then the sum number B. There are 4 children. How many children? 4. There are 4 children. Each has 5 teddies. How many teddies are there in all? So here again we are finding this word each. There are 4 children. Each has 5 teddies. How many teddies are there in all? So there are 4 children and each has 5 teddies. So 4 5s or 5 4s. In the both situation you will get the answer 20. And also write down the answer in the sentence form. There are 20 teddies in all. Write down the answer in the sentence form this way. There are 20 teddies in all. And I will show you some pictures of the teddies. Hope you like these teddies. This is the picture of teddies. Let's see the next sum. Jivika has 4 toffees. Jivika is a name and she has 4 toffees, and Ankita has 5 toffees. How many toffees are there in all? So here is in all. In all indicates the addition. We have to count total toffees. Jivika and Ankita have how many total toffees are there? So 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. So we can write down the answer in the sentence form this way. There are 9 toffees in all. This way we can write down the answer in the sentence form, and I will show you some picture of the toffees. Do you like toffees to eat? See, this is the toffees. And now students, just listen my thing very clearly, that please write all the things which you seen in the video. Please write down in the fair book all the things, and please learn and write 2 times, 1 time in a rough book and 1 time in a fair book. And please learn and write the tables, and always wear a mask and wash your hands. Please stay home, stay safe. But I will tell you something, the FA2's exams will come nearly so close to us. So please do revision of all the things. We also will do some revisions, but you have to do the revision. I will send you the revision video also. But you have to do the revision at your home. So please students, do revision, do homework. Just try to remember the tables. Please complete your fair book till the chapter number 6, and soon we will complete the chapter number 7. So all the students, I request to you that please complete the fair book till the chapter number 7. So whenever you come to school, I will check your fair book. I hope that you all are fine and complete the work. You are understanding all the topics. So please do your work very regularly. Write down all the things clearly in the legible handwriting. So students, bye bye. Let's meet in the next lecture.